Burnout isn't fun, but it's also not the end. It's also not the closing chapter. It does not mean that that's it. It just means that you need time. Hello my darlings and welcome back. I'm Diana. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe if you have not yet. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up as well. And also the Mindset Ignition course is on sale right now for the month of May. So if you want to improve an area in your life, achieve your goals, have a more positive and elevated life experience, or embody a success mindset, then Mindset Ignition is for you. Link is in the description box below. Use code 0505 to get 60% off. Alright, let's get into the video. Today's video, we're going to talk about burnout. Yes, I think that's something that many of us experience. I know I've experienced burnout so many times in different things. I think a lot of those are actually just work related because I feel as if, I don't know, there's everything that I've done has been sort of physical, just kind of demanding, and so that kind of puts me in a space of being burnt out. But it's not just me. I've heard a lot of other ladies who have gone through burnout, where it's just like, okay, you've been doing this and that and that and this and that, and doing just so much, taking on so many things that your body then starts to shut down. Does that sound familiar? If that's you, well, I have 4 tips that I want to share that I think will help you kind of get out of that burnout stage and back into your good old happy, joyful self again. And I have notes, so I'm going to be looking down a little bit more this time. Now, burnout can come from different sources, right? For once, like I mentioned, it could come from being overworked or feeling like you're overworked. You're working, 12 hours a day just to get things done, or you're working beyond the amount of time that you've been allotted to work. For some people, that's okay, they've got a 9 to 5, and then when they get home, then they have more projects from their job that they have to do. So that keeps them away. Sometimes it could be the fact that you have a gazillion things on your to-do list for the whole month, and you just can't seem to catch up because there's so much going on. But again, burnout is really just overexerting yourself in the things that you're doing, and that's not fun, because when you burn out, you will feel tired, exhausted. Your body will feel heavy or unable to really just move. You feel like you just can't do anything, and that is not normal, right? Because you know how your normal self feels like. You know how your body is moving when you're in your normal state, when your body is vibrant, when you're feeling happy and light and not overloaded. And that's where we want to be. We don't want to feel sluggish constantly. We don't want to feel tired. There was a job that I worked, and it was a very demanding job. And so I used to do it more of whenever I wanted, whenever I was available, I would say yes. But then I was offered to do it more consistently, and I took on the role. And I did that for a whole year, and my body could not handle the stress that it was being put on. There was so much heaviness that I had to carry and move and do all those things, and that was a lot on my body, and my body naturally shut down on its own. And that's burnout. It's like your body can't take anymore. So we want to fix that, because it could always recover, and we always want to get back so that we could always do the things that we've always wanted to do, the things that we've always done, the things that we can do, so that we're not stuck in this place where we just can't. Alright, so here are the 4 tips that I'm going to share with you. Tip number 1, take a break. Yes, and you might feel like, oh no, I can't take a break from work, or I can't take a break from this dream that I'm doing because I must do everything now or I'll never do it. I understand. It's important to grind. It's good to grind if that's your vibe, if that's your thing, right? The thing that you do, if that's how you get things done, excellent. But when your body's telling you that, hey, it's time to take a break, take a break. Disconnect completely from the thing entirely. It could be one day, it could be a few hours, it could be a whole week if you need, right? You'll know when it's time to get back. You'll know when your body has rejuvenated, when it has, what do you call it? When you've entered hibernation, you get full rest. So when you take that break, you are resting. You are completely disconnected. You're not mentally thinking about that thing, that job, that activity, that whatever is burning you out. Take it completely out of your mind, because that will also drain you when it's in there. You're constantly thinking about it. No, don't do that, okay? Completely disconnect. Tip number 2, return to the things that you enjoy, that light you up. This is important, right? Because if you are lit up, you're naturally going to feel a sense of relief, a sense of just joy and happiness and all those good things. So you want to return to those things, because chances are you're burned out because you're not doing any of those things. So you want to get back into that. So whatever it is that lights you up, maybe it's dancing, maybe it's exercising, maybe it's just being in the sun and grounding yourself in grass, whatever it is that lights you up, return to those things. Try to incorporate them even in your grind or in your busyness when you're doing so and so. Just have that moment, that hour where you can just kind of get back to that. That will help you to not get burnt out easily. Trust me. Tip number 3, prioritize your happiness. Prioritize fun. This is similar to tip number 2, where you want to do the things that light you up, but you want to prioritize your happiness and your fun, because if you don't, again, you're just going to be stuck in this bubble, and this bubble can sometimes drain you. Even if it's something that's good and something that you enjoy doing, it can literally drain you because you're overexerted. So do things that are not just so much in your brain. Return to your fun, return to your happiness. And again, you could do those in between the thing that you're doing that's burning you out. Or you could take complete time off. You could take a week off. That's why people go on vacation. But there are some times when people don't go on vacations. Then the burnout comes. You need a vacation. You need a vacation in order to recover, in order to just come back fresh. One of the things that I noticed about myself is that when I step away from something that I've been doing consistently for so much or for so long, when I go away and do the fun things, have my little vacation and return, I come back ready to tackle the thing. I come back putting in 1,000% because I am ready. My mind has just been given so much juice, so much joy, so much refreshness and ideas that I feel better and I feel more equipped to actually continue doing something that I love, or continue doing the work, or continue doing XYZ, whatever the thing is that got you burnt out. It's not that you hate it, it's just that you're naturally tired, and that is okay. You're naturally exhausted, and that's okay. You just need to step away, to take a break, to have fun, so that you can return and go all in and be the best version of you, be the best employee, be the best boss, right? And that happens when you make sure that you are having fun away from the thing, when you take a break, when you give yourself that opportunity to recover and rest. Tip number 4, if you are burned out from your dream, After a break, revisit why you wanted that desire. Has it accomplished what it was meant to do? What can you do to enjoy it more? Perhaps do something else, and if you miss it, then it's time to return to it. So again, this is more of like, okay, something that you've always wanted, right? You've had this dream. I was reading from my notes, so it's a little choppy, but you can totally be burned out from your dream. And again, that does not mean that you hate it. That does not mean that you no longer want it. You just have to revisit your why to your dream. Like, what made you dream this? What made you want to do this in the first place? Because if you remember that, that could reignite you, right? That will bring you back to wanting to do it more, to wanting to do it excitingly, in a more happier, more joyful state. But again, take that break, and after you've taken the break first, then revisit, right? Revisit, why was this my dream? Why did I want to do this? Is it finally getting me to where I want to be? Is it doing what it's supposed to do? Am I where I wanted to be with this dream? And if the answer is yes, it's exactly where it's supposed to be, do I still enjoy it? Or how can I enjoy it even more? How can I make it more fun? And something that I learned from another YouTuber, there was a statement that she made. She said, have fun, play with your work. When you play with your work, you're more likely going to just be ignited more and have more fun doing it, because it's lighting you up. It's the thing that you dreamt about wanting to do. It's a thing that you wanted to accomplish or start or whatever it is. But when you're having fun doing it, it feels as if it's not work. It feels as if you're not trying. It feels as if everything is just falling into place. And that happens because you're rested. You're enjoying it. You've taken the breaks. You understand why you wanted to do it. But if it's not doing any of those things for you, then you ask yourself again, do I really want to continue doing this? And if I continue doing this, is there a higher possibility of me profiting out of that or losing out of that? Right? So when you ask yourself these questions, you'll be able to find answers, because answers always come when you ask and then sit back and wait for the answer. It does come. It does come. So yeah, just kind of revisit all of that, but that will help you to just kind of recover and come back more alive, just more in tune and more excited about doing the thing that you've been doing. And tip number 4, be thankful. This is huge. Sometimes we can be doing something and then we get caught up and then we're burned out, and then it's like, oh, I just don't want to be here, or oh, I just don't feel like it, or ugh. That can strip you, right? But return to being grateful. Be grateful to the thing that you're doing. Be grateful to where you are. Be grateful. Just be thankful in general. When you are constantly in a state of thankfulness, you will feel more excited, or you will be more likely to tackle the thing, to do the thing, to enjoy the thing, to get back in, and you'll be able to get back in even more, right? So be thankful. Being thankful doesn't take more than 3 seconds. There is always something that you have, that you dreamt about a long time ago, that you prayed about a long time ago, that you wished about a long time ago, that you worked hard for a long time ago. There's always something that you have that you can be grateful for, that you are and should be grateful for. So just remind yourself to be thankful, because that will just light you up a little bit. That will bring you back. That will revive your spirit, because you want that. You want to be able to do the things you love, that you enjoy, that bring you peace peace and happiness and resources and profitability, right? So yeah, those are basically I think I did 5 tips. I did 5 tips instead of 4. Yeah, it was 5, not 4. But yes, those are the 5 tips, right? So just do that, and then you will recover from a burnout. Because burnout isn't fun, but it's also not the end. It's also not the closing chapter. It does not mean that that's it. It just means that you need time to recover, to hibernate, and then you'll be able to come back. Your body will tell you that, hey, it's time for a pause. Take a pause and then come back, because when you take that pause, you will always be more energized, more excited, more enthusiastic. You'll just be ready, and you'll just be able and have the strength to do what it is that you want to do. Alright, my friends, and that's it for today's video. I hope it was helpful. Give this video a thumbs up again if you have not yet, and if you're new, feel free to subscribe if you do enjoy my content. And again, the link to the Mindset Ignition is in the description box below, and also my Wanderlust Planning is in the description box below. That is all about planning for your next trip, and just a best way to kind of just get you to just plan a really great trip every time, so that you do it easier every time you go on a trip, so that you make your trips more enjoyable, so that you make your trips more memorable and less stressful. But yes, the link to all of that is in the description box below. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I'll see you all next time. Bye bye.